Welcome to BBC World News. I'm Nici Marx. In the last hour, Arab leaders meeting in Cairo have adopted resolutions condemning Israel over the violence in the Palestinian territories. Colonel Gassin, what was the Israeli Defense Force trying to achieve by using helicopter gunships in what is clearly a densely populated area?
I want to submit to you, how would the British government feel if from across the Thames someone that you armed was firing into Westminster?
The difference is, Colonel Gassin,
that
London is not an occupied area. And the fact remains
Jerusalem
that
is not an
Israeli
occupied
helicopter
area.
gunships have been used in a densely populated area against Palestinians who are asleep and who are ostensibly armed merely with stones. The situation is not improved when Yasser Arafat tells Ehud Barak to, quote, go to hell. That is not conducive to useful dialogue. The sun has risen on Hong Kong's final day as a British colony. Tomorrow, the Pearl of the Orient and all who live around it will once more be part of China. What will happen to democracy and free speech? And will corruption ultimately erode Hong Kong's position as one of the world's leading financial centres? In less than 15 hours' time, China will begin the process which will eventually answer these questions. In the meantime, millions of people on both sides of the border are preparing for what's expected to be one of the biggest parties of the century.
Scrooge would probably be outraged at the amount of money being spent on champagne alone tonight. But what he'd think of all this lavish goodwill could probably be summed up in his favourite expression: bah humbug.
So what's the attraction?
With the aid of an African voodoo contortionist, a naked nun in a bottle, and a 61-year-old nappy-clad baby who sticks needles where you wouldn't even dream of, the aim is to make you die laughing. Are there any long-lasting effects?
Well, sooner or later I die, but I'm not worried about that.
Baby boy, many thanks. Oh, by the way, give us my microphone back, because we need
I was
that.
just enjoying the agony of that.
Yes, okay. I expect by now you're straining to hear the latest tidbits from the world of showbiz. Here's Bill Bingham with Primo Gossip. Oi.
Sir. Think of a pair of gumboots and muddy and sweaty will come to mind, almost certainly not energetic and sexy. But a new all-singing, all-dancing troupe from South Africa has been driving British audiences wild. The 9 dancers from Soweto have been recreating 19th century dances when migrant workers were forced down the gold mines.
In recent years, Asia has modernised itself at great speed, and in June an exhibition called Cities on the Move aims to show the lightning changes on the Asian art scene.
One performance that's been taking the world by storm is a little unusual. It can't keep members of the audience on the edge of their seats because they have to stand throughout the show. Not only that, they run the risk of being drenched, kissed or hugged by members of the cast. When the Argentinian group De La Guardia opened in New York, it was the hottest ticket in town, with Madonna and Leonardo DiCaprio among its biggest fans. And that's all for this edition of Art Express. Join us next time to stay on track with events in the arts world. Bye-bye.